How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? Yes, and how many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand?
The course is called Visions of Dylan, and in many ways takes Dylan as its spirit as well as its subject. You know, it's a course in a creative writing program, so if students want to write poems or they want to write stories, inspired by or based on Dylan songs, that's perfectly legitimate. You know, they're obviously writing criticism. You know, I've taught here at Penn since 2002. I would say this is the most exciting teaching experience I've ever had.
So I heard about the class from a friend, and I was interested in looking at Dylan as an intellectual and as a literary figure, because that's not really the context in which I had frequently looked at him. I just looked at him as a singer who I listened to on my iPod.
You walk into the room with the pencil in your hand, see somebody naked, say, who is that man?
The specific presentation that I worked on was I analyzed the song Ballad of a Thin Man and looked at Dylan's relationship with the media and how that relationship with the media from the song standpoint in 1965 is still extremely relevant today in relation to how celebrities interact with media and how the media interacts with the general public.
If I want to find out anything, I'm not going to read Time magazine. I'm not going to read Newsweek. I'm not going to read any of these magazines. I mean, because they just got too much to lose by printing the truth.
So much commotion, rush hours, a craze-waving ocean. No slowing it down, people running around trying to make it through this motion. When they come home, frowns, the daily dose of emotion. Taking it day by day is the way of coping with this fast-moving age. Just soaking in the bath of today and letting it spin fast down the drain as they let tomorrow.
So going into the class, like on the first day when Professor DeCurtis said that we could take our own direction with some of the projects, I was like thinking like, oh, this would be a great opportunity to try to write song lyrics like in the form of rap.
Suddenly everyone's shaken awake from their comas.
I think his songs are still relevant today, and that's one of the things is that because they were so universal to so many different people during his time period, they're still universal to people in this time period, and people can still connect to them and you can still compare events today to events that he was referencing in the past.
They're selling postcards of the hanging. They're painting the passports brown.
One of the songs that I've been very struck by the students' response to is a very long Dylan song that was on Highway 61 Revisited. It closes the album. It's called Desolation Row. The opening line of the song, and we talked about this extensively in classes, they're selling postcards of the hanging. In fact, Dylan was just describing something, that there were postcards sold of lynchings, and some of them sold quite near to where Dylan grew up. And we looked at some of those postcards. You know, I found some online, and they're pretty grisly images. And, just taking that one line and showing some of those images framed that song in a way that I think emotionally had a powerful effect on the students.
Darkness at the break of noon, shadows even the silver spoon, the handmade blade, the child's balloon, eclipses both the sun and moon. To understand you know too soon, there's no sense in trying.
My mindset on Dylan going in and coming out are totally different. Even though I still love his music and will frequently listen to it and play it, I have such a deeper appreciation for Dylan, partly because of the insights brought by the other classmates and their respective areas of interest allowed me to view Dylan in ways that I never could have, even if the class had just focused on lyrics and history. So from an overarching standpoint, it was just outstanding. It was the best academic experience I've ever had.